Alright, Taurus, welcome to your general love reading for the month of June with me, Adrian Nelson, your psychic tarot reader. So, general reading for Taurus, dealing with a Taurus, and wherever you got Taurus in your chart. Okay, let's see what we got for love, because, love is just the most beautiful, beautiful thing. When it's beautiful and true and honest, then it's amazing. So let's see what do we have for you for the month of June for love, my beautiful Taurus. I hope that you're doing amazing. Okay. Let's start grabbing your cards. If any of you are interested in learning to read cards, you can check out the links in the description for my online card reading courses. There's also a psychic development course. Do check it out. Oh, love this, love this, love this. Okay, so overall energy, Mercury energy, Gemini energy, choice energy number 6. You've got options. All right, what do you want? What would you like to have? You may feel that, well, I'm not sure if this is what I want. It may have been nice for a while, but maybe I want something different. Maybe I want to spread my wings and fly a little bit, That's very possible for you. We're going to clarify, because also remember that all actions do have consequences, all right? We always want to bear that in mind. I always like to say you can do anything in this world as long as you're prepared to accept the consequences. But I see beautiful choices here for you in love, my beautiful Taurus. So if you are open to love, know that there is miraculous opportunities here available for you. And with that also comes beautiful options in life. All right. So love, honoring your heart, it also brings beautiful options for you in life. Okay. So let's see what we've got. In the recent past influence, we've got the 9 of Swords, we've got the Star energy, which is an Aquarius energy, as well as the Knight of Cups. Okay? So, there might be some unresolved feelings, emotions, pain. Maybe you've gone through a bit of a rough stage. Maybe you've been missing someone. And I feel that for some of you, you've been having that very difficult experience where you maybe miss someone or yourself, even though you're with someone, So it's that space where we sometimes feel lonely in a connection, or not totally fulfilled, or not honored in a connection the way that you'd like to be. I do see that some of you had that experience. I see some of you had a lot of heavy things that you needed to get off your chest. I don't know, it might be that maybe you had to almost be like a cushion for someone all the time, maybe tippy-toe, make excuses for them, or, not just be placed in very compromising situations, basically. And I feel that for a lot of you, you have to say, what, enough is enough, done with this, not going to do it anymore, bye-bye. And I see that you really came into your light because of that. Really came into your light, really came into your shine. It's like some of you were really almost like becoming small inside of a connection, or small even, and I get this even more strongly, small in a sense of not being in a connection, and whether this is that you're physically not in a connection, or that you're in a connection doesn't feel that way. But for most of you, I feel that it's that you weren't, but you were getting to that place where we become almost complacent sometimes. Like, I don't have love and it's fine, I don't need it, it's all right. Until you were face to face with the truth of yourself and realizing, but I do want it, and I would like it, and I do deserve it, and I am worthy of it, and I am worthy of proper, decent love. And it's like you just really stepped into your power. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of you just went to someone and said, yay, I want to be with you, or I want love, or just speaking up to the universe. It could be that some of you did have a little bit of unresolved patterning over here, or go on previous habit, because I can see that you could have had that space of going for love, especially if it's from a sense of loneliness and maybe feeling that you don't have any options, going for love, but then could have been a little bit toxic there, all right? Where maybe it seems so amazing and it comes with all these promises, and it's person charming, but then you realize quickly that maybe this person isn't everything that that they may have professed to be, or that you may have thought they are. Okay. In your current space, I see so that's quite a difficult difficult thing there in the past, because I can see that you opened your heart to love. But maybe when you opened your heart to love, you know, this person could have maybe been a lesson, you know. Doesn't mean that the two of you can't work out, but it could be that they were just a lesson and you kind of needed to finally let go of that. All right. In your current space, you've got the Knight of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the World. So I do see some of you saying goodbye. I do see some of you, you know, realizing that you have to sort of like take your own path in life, follow your own mind, your own head, your own direction, which is all fine and well. But remember, you don't have to kill yourself either. You know, be kind to yourself. Just because maybe you trusted someone and then, you know, it didn't work out, doesn't mean that you have to sort of like never trust love ever again now. Okay? I also see you having a beautiful support system here. This could be like a large one or maybe like a smaller one for some of you. But I do see you not being alone. But the question is, are you opening yourself to your resources and your support? You know, are you suffering on your own? Are you actually opening yourself to the resources that you might need right now, because your heart might be hurting a little bit, or you might be very much on the fence, you're tripping a little bit at the moment, you know, do I want it, don't I want it, do I want them, don't I want them, you know, and support is available to you, but you got to open yourself to it, okay? There's also a lot of difficult challenges that are coming to an end. It might be that a cycle with someone is coming to an end, or it might even be that you're in a connection with someone and you say to each other, you know what, we've been doing things this way for a while, but it's time to either, you know, really move in the direction that we need to be moving. So let's stop gaslighting each other or gaslighting ourselves, or we gotta call it quits. Okay? So it's either all in or not in at all. Alright? Got something very similar for Virgo there. Potential going forward. Page of Swords, Four of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. So, you know, it's very difficult sometimes when we deal with a person that we may realize that they are our person, but maybe you're not fully ready for that right now. So you gotta take the gamble and say, I want to be with you, but I'm not ready. I gotta be on my own for a while there. I see that for many of you. There's also a space of, are we gonna try to make this work one more time? And you might be thinking it, maybe they're not thinking it, which can be very hard. But I do still see that the situation is serving you positively. I do see you growing. It's almost like, you know, like sometimes in a connection or even when you just want a connection, or you say, no, I'm not there for love, you know, whatever this is going on here, because it's very all over the place. There's still a powerful lesson there. It still serves you very positively, and you'll see going forward how all of this is actually serving you positively, because I feel that for some of you, it's almost like be in a connection or not be in a connection, it's a sense of escapism. And we can only run that for so long until, you know, that will no longer work for you. But I do see you stepping in your power. I do see you getting the lesson. I do see you getting clarity. For many of you, I actually see you taking the conscious decision to be on your own there for a while. And I see that actually whichever choice you make, I do see it serving you positively going forward. But I do see many of you deciding, you know what? I'm just going to be on my own there for a while. Okay? Let's quickly clarify that overall energy, the Lover's energy there for you, Taurus. This reading is very all over the place. There's a lot of confusion here. Do I stay? Do I go? Do I try again? Do I not try? Do I walk away? Do I stay away? It's very all over the place. Could even be dealing with more than one person here. And remember, when you're dealing with more than one person, it doesn't necessarily mean that all those people are physically in the vicinity. It is still the energy that you are connected to. Okay? So you got the Temperance energy there, Sagittarius energy, Ace of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. So again, things can work really well for you. There's money coming into this equation. And it seems like money could also be healing a lot of things. Maybe a lot of this harmony came from, you know, challenges with money. So there's money coming in, which is great, which is why you're having this Lover's energy now, this choice energy now, all right? So maybe there's a lot of tripping that took place here because of money, but now you're moving away from that limitation. Okay, there's a beautiful, beautiful breakthrough here with money. Looking at that recent past energy there, we've got the Hanged Man, the Page of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. So this is also a very stubborn energy. You know, and Taurus, you are known to be quite stubborn. That, you know, this is one of those spaces where I would say, just let God be God. You know, hand over to a higher power. But then I see some of you, it's like you hand over to the higher power, to the source, the universe, and then you're like, okay, but here are my terms and conditions. You're either handing over, you're not handing over. Because I feel that it's almost like, you know, like let's say there's a couple of kettles that's standing on a table, and then they tell you like one of these are piping hot and the other ones are cold. And then you go like, cold, not cold, cold, you know, like, no, don't do that to yourself, all right? You may be popping through, or having in your mind at least popping, well, I wonder about them, and about them, and about them, and about them, and about them, you know? Be careful, because often that goes from a point of desperation, and that can actually cause this that we spoke about in your recent past, that toxic connection. You might be, or you may have set yourself up for some unnecessary hurt here. Especially if you maybe doing things like dating apps and stuff like that, you know, it might be time to just pull it all back and just allow it to be whatever it is that it needs to be. Okay? If you've been doing a lot of that, rein it in. Okay? Clarifying your current space. Got the Knight of, or clarifying the Knight of Swords, the Three of Cups in the world. We've got the Six of Pentacles, the Three of Cups. So look at this, you've got the Three of Cups twice in your current space. So again, you are not alone, you are not without support. I feel that for some of you, you need to like almost like you like put your pride in your pocket and reach out for help, because it's there. Alright, and the Queen of Cups. So yeah, I can see some of you, you might not be ready for love 100% at the moment. Maybe you're in a space more of like a soul connection, you like soul connection, sense of soul family. And I would say to you, if you don't chase love, and if you don't push love, and if your motivation, intention with everything is not to go for love, 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 you might find that love can come to you quite easily and quite effortlessly and quite beautifully. Then you can have something that very beautifully and very organically develops here for you. It's in the pushing that you push it away. But it's in the allowing that you allow it to beautifully develop, like a seed that you put in fertile ground and it just grows. Okay? Let's look at the energy, the potential going forward. It's a bit of a denial here going on still. So the Two of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. Now, this is what you want to be careful of. So, bit of confusion. Money is going excellent. Excellent, excellent, way better. Like if you dream big, it's way bigger than that. But then some of you now want to go back to the past again and say, you know what you did to me and so forth. Don't let money give you a big head. Be very careful of that, my beautiful Taurus. Okay? I would recommend that if there's anything you want to do right now, release the past, let the past go, let it just fall where they may. Make peace with the past. And rather let something develop organically instead of pushing anything. Okay? That's what I got for you. Hope that helps, beautiful Taurus. If it resonates with you, I'd really appreciate you liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And remember, you can check out the links down below in the description for my courses. Ciao.